Cancer, hello there, my friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-July 2021. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate you every time. And we're going to get it going immediately with a couple of oracle cards here just so we can take a temperature of the energy. So my gods, talk to me about the beautiful Cancer collective in mid-July. What's going on with my friends? And yeah, we're just going to look at these real quick before we get into the full tarot reading. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus spread with the Starseed Oracle to see what it is you need to hear from the universe. Now, as we shuffle these two cards out, I do want to extend once again a very happy birthday to the whole Cancer collective, specifically if you're on the cusp of Leo, because we're on the back end of Cancer season. So I hope you all had a fantastic birthday. Let's go. What do we got here for my friends? Okay, both cards popped out at once. Okay, we have Ariel, a destination, eyes to the future. And our favorite little oracle card here, Mr. Bookman. And we'll talk about these before we do, though. If you're new here, I'll be speaking about the July subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Now, here we go. You've heard the story of The Little Mermaid, I'm sure. If you haven't, you might want to check that movie out. It's a classic, but we think of somebody who has their head in the clouds in a couple different ways. Notice she's under the sea around that beautiful scenery, but she wants to be on land, okay? So you could be thinking about something you're wanting to attain or have your eyes to the future. This can also be someone whose head, whose mind is going in a bunch of different ways. Her head is literally in the clouds. So in this time, you might be daydreaming a little more than usual. That's always the vibe I get from that. But we have this student. This is very similar to a page type energy. I always point out that this guy has books on his neck, he has books in his hands, he has books on his damn head. So there might be something you're wanting to learn, right? There might be something new you're trying to throw your energy or you want to throw your energy into. Aside from that, he can have small ties to communication, speaking, things of that sort. So we'll see how it plays out within the reading. We're going to get into tarot now. Let's see what's going on here for Cancer, please. My gods, talk to me about the Cancer collective. We'll get you 3 in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify, of course, as we always do. What do we got for Cancer? Now, last week's reading was titled An Important Change, and the weeks before that, it's been a very big mixed bag for Cancer. Like some good, a little rough. So if you're craving change, I hope you've been getting it, but we'll see what the energies are today. They're always shifting and changing. You know that. You know the deal. And something might be starting to settle down, whether that's your emotional state or a situation. We have the 2 of Pentacles in position number 1. There could be a want for that. Let's get 2 more here, then we could tie it together. Okay, we have the Devil in the center. That is something to watch out for. That could most definitely be a warning. But we'll see as we go further. Okay, we have the Chariot. There's your card right there. So we have double major arcana in this spread. We're really going to have to dissect this, Cancer. It could be several different things or one big situation, depending on what your story is. So let's go through, get some of these classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get the juicier, fun, intuitive messages. Position number 1, like I said, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Many of you might feel like you're at a crossroads in life where you can go left, you can go right. Some of you might have a big decision to make, or there could be one coming up. Aside from that, this is very Libra-like energy where it's balanced. Your life might be a balancing act right now where you're trying to balance your emotional state or life in general. I see this as one of the most positive 2s, right up there with the 2 of Cups. It's very good. And I want to see what it's about. We'll get that as we clarify. But in the center, there could be a warning here, especially since it's right next to your card, the Chariot. We have the Devil. Now, some of you might just be tied with a Capricorn because of the goat symbolism. That's why Capricorn gets this Devil card. Aside from that, this could be so many different things. It could be toxic feelings, obsessions, attachments to material things, overindulging in some kind of way. It could even be like thought process. There might be someone who's struggling with obsessive tendencies. So we're going to absolutely have to get more detail on this. It's a strong archetype, and it could just speak of the material world. Like we do have the 2 of Pentacles. That's earthy. So matters of the material world could be big. It doesn't always have to be bad whenever the Devil shows up, but it very well could be. On the back end, pardon me, we have the Chariot. This is the card that represents you in the tarot deck. It is one of the fastest moving cards. It is forward movement. It is determination, someone going towards a goal. We saw that with Ariel. She had her eyes to the future. This can easily be that as well. Another fork in the road, possibly. Notice it always has the black and white horses in the front. similar to the Two of Cups in that way, where you might feel like you're at a crossroads where things could go different ways. But in my style of reading, this could easily just represent something that's coming towards you, or an energy that's blasting towards you at full speed. So we're going to have to get more detail on that. And with that being said, we're going to dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify now. So let's get one more shuffle here for Cancer, please. My guides, talk to me about Cancer in their season. And my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So you can do further research if you'd like, rely on your knowledge of tarot, because every reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. So let's get it going here. Let's go in on this Two of Pentacles, pardon me. And I do always like when people can pull further messages from my spread, so feel free. What's going on here? Because every Cancer has a different story. So talk about Libra energy. We have Justice in the upright. Karma is showing its head once again. Okay, this could be some sort of karmic balance or karmic shift. That's what it's intuitively feeling like to me, because as I already mentioned, Libra, you might be tied to one. But if not, the scales of karma is that decision. And we're seeing it if you look down in the box, the Two of Pentacles, the Chariot, Justice, fork in the road. Like, it might be a critical time in your life where you could be going one of two different ways, okay, depending on what you choose or what you do. But I do feel like this is a karmic shift coming in, okay, because these are all about balance. Yes, Justice can speak about legal situations, paperwork, stuff like that, decisions. Once again, I'll keep pounding that one home. But to me, this is a big karmic energy of a shift, of a cycle changing. So karma might be at play in whatever it is you're going through right now, whether it's life in general, relationships, work. The wheel of karma is shifting and turning behind the scenes, okay? And that doesn't always necessarily have to be bad. That could be good or bad. It could be somebody getting karmic rewards. It could be somebody getting a dose of karma that they've put out into the world. But it's important to know with this alignment of cards, that's exactly what I'm feeling. I'm not going to overcomplicate that message. It's nothing to be afraid about, my friends, but we're going to get going on this devil. Okay, we want to see what this devil is about for Cancer. Why is he here? Why is he showing up? Okay, we have the King of Pentacles, who's been showing up for a lot of people this week. Okay, you might be tied to an earth sign who might not have the best qualities, right? But aside from that, it is that focus on the material world. I do feel like this is warning you about a person. And we got a message like that a couple of weeks ago as well, that there might be a shifty individual in your circle that you might need to keep an eye on. Pardon me. And I'm getting a frog in my throat while I'm saying it. It's like, just beware of certain people, especially if you have a nagging feeling on the inside, like something about that person's not quite right. Just keep an eye on them for sure. If it's not that message, the dualistic message we could have here is that you might just be hyper focused on your material well-being or material goods, especially if there's something you're trying to refrain from. So that's an energy that's around. Even if you're cross-watching, I'm not calling anybody out, just fit it to your story, but there might be someone who is a little materialistic here. We're going to keep it going to the Chariot, then I'll give you a recap before we get into the bonus spread. A bunch of different things here, okay? Warning, karma, it's like a lot of big things going on. So why is the Chariot here for Cancer, please? Something coming towards them. What's coming to Cancer? Why is the Chariot here? Please. Okay, the deck is being specific. All right, we have the Six of Wands in reverse, and this is another message I've got. There might be someone around you that feels like they've missed out on an opportunity, okay? It could be they feel like you were an opportunity and they missed out on it, especially if we're talking about this person in the middle. Same to you, cross watchers, because the Six of Wands is generally, pardon me, a victory, a triumph, something going really well. And under this Chariot, the fact that it's showing up in reverse, you're going to want to watch out that you don't miss opportunities that come your way, especially if you feel like you're at a crossroads in life. But aside from that, that's just the vibe I have, like someone who might be struggling with little feelings of regret or that they missed out on an opportunity. So do with that what you will, only apply it to your story if necessary, because it can mean other things. So if you look down in the box, we're going to go through. I'm going to show these cards to you up front real quick, though, just so you can see the images I'm looking at nice and close. Striking, in a sense. And yeah, just make sure whatever it is you're going towards, you go at a nice, steady pace, that you don't try to rush anything, because that's when the Six of Wands in reverse could show its head. So if you look down in the box, I'm going to give you a quick recap before we get your bonus. In position number 1, we have the Two of Pentacles with Justice. I did say that feels like a karmic shift, the wheel of karma turning. Yes, it's another signal that there could be a big crossroads in life, okay, that you might need to make a decision, or you feel like you're at a crossroads. Aside from that, it's just karma poking its head out and doing its thing behind the scenes. So it's good to know, whether good or bad, whether it's karmic rewards or karmic justice. In the center, we have the Devil with the King of Pentacles in the upright. If you're not tied to an earth sign, I feel like this is showing either an individual that you need to be very weary of. It might be a warning about a person in your circle that you need to keep an eye on. If it is not that, it could be a hyper focus on the material world. You might have someone in your circle who's a little materialistic. So watch out for that. And as we move here to the back end, we have the Chariot with the Six of Wands in reverse. I do feel like this is somebody who might be struggling with feelings of regret, but it can also be the universe saying that whatever it is you're going towards, whatever decisions you're making, what's going on in your life, make sure you're seeing the opportunities around you. Make sure you're making the most of your time, that you're not rushing too fast towards something and you just miss everything that's on the sidelines. Because there could always be fruitful opportunities for you to explore. But if you're too hyper-focused on one thing, it might be rough. But as I said, it could easily be someone just having feelings of regret. We're going to get your bonus spread out here. Interesting, Cancer. We're going to shuffle it up one time. For Cancer, what do we got for my friends? We're going to see what you need to hear from the universe. And I love ending the readings like this. It's always nice. Little cherry on top. I'll give you it'll be just like the ones in the beginning. I'll just breeze through and you could be on your way. So what's going on here with Cancer, please? What messages? What does Cancer need to hear? Okay, we have Messenger. Okay, that is a simple yet clear, interesting message. Whenever I see it, it does speak of synchronicities, number signs, things of that sort. And we are the Hathors. That is an intriguing one within this deck, especially on an intuitive level. Now, real quick, we'll tie everything together. The Messenger, to me, does highlight the fact that in life, you might, at this point, especially if you're at a critical point in your life, you might need to pay attention to certain synchronicities in life. The universe and the unseen forces might be trying to catch your attention, especially if there's warnings and you're looking for guidance on a way forward. So keep an eye out for number signs. Keep an eye on your dreams. The universe might be trying to speak to you in various different ways. You might hear lines in a song that really resonate with you, things of that sort. There might be a message that's coming towards you or they're trying to get across to you. I always think of that, especially synchronicities and number signs. It says bringing harmony and balance. So we are seeing a theme. Literally, that's what it says here on this card. So with the Two of Pentacles and the Justice card, it's showing up once again that now might be a time whether balance is coming into life or that's something you were very focused on. Now, the We Are the Hathors card, to me, on an intuitive level, you see on the card, they're megalithic structures, like big, immovable stone type structures. So I think of stability in general, which we saw in the spread once again. So you might be feeling very firm in your way of being. You might be feeling very firm in a decision. But this could easily be the universe telling you to take a stand of some kind. Stay firm. Stick to what you're planning. Stick to what you're doing and stay firm in that, okay? The literal meaning says deep love, mother's milk, and birth as a portal. We're thinking creation here as well. So we have a lot of different things going on. And yeah, Cancer, that's what I have for you. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the July subscriber surprise. For the July subscriber surprise, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot Illuminati. This one comes with the guidebook. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as usual. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you are, of course. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot cards, which one best describes you? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of July, I will announce the winners in my community tab. As usual, my friends, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.